Okay, so the gourds are in the air. In the air, up there. And there's some, and there's some. Now, I finally found what I've been looking for. It was in my underwear drawer, of all places, to keep something as important as this. This is what got me Purple Martins, the Dawn Song CD. I played it over a CD player with an exterior speaker. I don't even know how you could do this anymore. I'm sure there's a XYZ file, some kind of video, something, another file, audio, and I'm sure it can be done. I played this every morning from about 5 o'clock in the morning to about 8 or 9 in the morning, and it worked. So if you've never been successful trying to attract Purple Martins to your site, get this. I don't even know where you get it anymore. Purple Martin Conservation Association is where this comes from. And, you know, try it and see. So I told you there'd be more. We're gonna wrap this sucker up, head to the house. Maybe I should have spent just a little more time combing my hair this morning. Anyway, Saturday morning, 22 minutes after 9. I'm gonna say it's 60 plus degrees out here. I mean, we are almost on Martin arrival day. And so, of course, I took all the gourds off that pole. And so I kind of procrastinate and don't do things like some folks would. I don't clean my gourds out at the end of the year. I don't know why. I guess I'm lazy. But it has to be done in order for martins to bond to the site. I have found that if you leave the nesting material in year after year, man, my glasses are fogging over. Year after year, they don't necessarily like it. So you have to clean your gourds out. Don't worry about it if they get some mold on them on the outside. I mean, it comes right off. I don't worry about cleaning them. Now, some folks, they pressure wash them. And number one, I don't have a pressure washer. Number two, right now, I still don't have time to do stuff like that. But if you can see down inside there, that's the nesting material that was left over from last year. And there's all manner of crap, literally, that can be in there. You're gonna find pieces of rock. If you live close to a natural waterway, especially here in Georgia, we have these natural freshwater clams, for lack of better words. And I have found those shells in these gourds. So the martins go out and pull in whatever they want to. You'll find all types of nesting material. Now I use pine straw. Comes off our loblolly pines here. You see them back here in the background. They are readily available here in North Georgia. You can go to I know you can get them at Home Depot around here, bales of pine straw. They also like to use water oak leaves. So just whatever they come across, or whatever you supply, or whatever you put in the gourds to start with. Now when I clean this thing out, I'm gonna put 2 handfuls of pine straw back down in there. Now cleaning them out can be a little challenging, but I have found that a tool such as this, just a small pry bar, Home Depot, Harbor Freight, anything like that. And I got that little hook on the end. You go in and dig that stuff out, you can break it up. You'll be surprised how well put together a flimsy nest is once it gets a bunch of bird crap and everything else in it. You'll find bugs that didn't get ate, and you may come across mites. So if you're a little squeamish, might want to use some rubber gloves. Now some folks say, oh, you need a face mask to do that. Well, I'm not too worried about it. But you pull it out, and I'm gonna be collecting this in a bucket. because number one, time I clean 16 gourds out here, I'm gonna have 16 piles of stuff, and you know, getting ready to have that surgery, and I have a sneaking suspicion that if I leave 16 piles of stuff down here, my wife's not gonna appreciate it, and probably while I'm sitting up there on that back deck in my convalescence, not going any further than that back deck, I'm gonna think, you know, you dummy, why didn't you put that somewhere else? So it would be great in a compost pile. Now, if you just seen some stuff fly across, that was the bird dander. So anyway, I'm gonna put it in a bucket, throw it out here somewhere where it's not inside the house. Like I said, if you have a compost pile, it'd be great. All right. So what I do, I take about a double handful of pine straw. Kind of have to water it up to get it through yon hole. I put it in there. Boom. That's simple. The martins will do the rest. I do kind of make sure that the entrance is not blocked with a bunch of needles. But yeah, that's all I do. And then I put the lid. You notice how my lids are painted black on the inside? And actually the inside of the gourd has got some black on it. It doesn't hold up like I wish it would. But you know, martins are cavity dwellers, and they like it dark. So if you paint the inside of that lid and the inside of that gourd black, you might say, well, it's gonna make it hotter. No, it's white on the outside. But now these super gourds right here, I kid you not, they're 20, some of them are 25 years old, some of them are probably 22 years old. You know, 25 years ago, I never thought about talking about, man, I've had them gourds for 25 years, but I have. And they're a lot more expensive than they used to be, but they're one piece, they're injection blown, they're one piece. Now I have added a little PVC 45 for some ventilation, and they come with holes in the bottom and a hole in the side. That's how they used to come. I don't know how they come now, but yeah, I highly recommend, especially if you're gonna be in this for long haul, invest in super gourds. You can't go wrong with them. Then what I get, a piece of clothes hanger. You say it's a clothes hanger. What's what you hang clothes on? I cut that thing, and I go up there and attach it to the arm. That simple. All right, so they're all loaded back up with pine straw, and I need to do some adjustment with these owl guards. They kind of get all squirrely and jacked up when I'm moving stuff around. But right here, see that right there? Those are deep scratches left by an owl, some type of predator, and I figure it was an owl. So yeah, super gourd's the way to go. And I highly suggest anybody wanting to get into the hobby of purple martins, go all plastic, starling resistant holes. Martins can manage these things no problem. And you know, get you a pole where you can get it about 15 foot up in the air. So you need a good open spot, which I really don't have a good open spot, but by use of the Dawn Song CD, I was able to attract them, and I've held them now for 20 plus years. I'm really excited to see them show up, but at the same time, I'm not, because I know the hawks will be here in force. I've already seen a Cooper's hawk and a regular chicken hawk, or red-tailed hawk. I'm not worried about chicken hawks, red-tailed hawks, but those Cooper's hawks, they wear my martins out. And it's because of all these trees. They launch their attacks from these trees, and the martins are so down low in a hole here. I fear that one year I'm finally gonna lose them because of hawks. So anyhow, that's it. I'm gonna roll it back up so it looks like, oh, I've also already seen bluebirds. Now you say, what's the big deal with bluebirds? Well, bluebirds are cavity nesters as well, and they love gourds. Now the only problem with that is there's 16 gourds on that pole right there. 16, 8 per level. One pair of bluebirds will defend all 16 gourds. They are not communal nesters like martins. Of course, when my martins show up, especially those that are imprinted to this their home, it's no big deal. They'll run them off. But if you're trying to set up a new site, bluebirds are not something good to have. And also my starling trap back over in the corner, I'm gonna have to disable that in a few weeks because, you know, once I have this surgery, I don't know if my wife be able to dispatch a starling across the Rainbow Bridge. So, but I hadn't seen any starlings yet either, but it's only a matter of time. So anyhow, I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial on purple martins. By all means, share this, like it, make comments about the purple martins, because when you do that, it'll push it out on YouTube, and folks trying to learn about purple martins can get some good, valuable information, I think. So you got Jeff Eubanks here on the windy little farm now. I have a burn pile that needs to be burned, and the wind has started blowing. I'm a conscientious burner, therefore I will not burn today, but it never fails. All right, Jeff Eubanks, give me a thumbs up, like I said, just make a little comment. That'll push it out there so other people wanting to learn about purple martins can see this maybe. They're wonderful birds to have around. Y'all be good.